that's definitely, I mean, for me personally, that's definitely been like a huge saving grace with all of this. Because when you're working out or when you're doing a physically active job like that, it's hard to fall into the bullshit of life. Because you're just like, you work out, you get all the stress out, you clear your head a little bit, and you're like, I don't need this. Like, I'm gonna go over here. Like, there are little pitfalls in life, I feel like. And like Netflix is one of those. YouTube's definitely one of those, social media. And there's pros and cons, but when you work out or when you push yourself in some endeavor, you kind of don't need that.
Yeah, it kind of builds you up as a person when you have to push through something like that physically. It's before I worked as a landscaper, I was going to college. I wanted to be a music teacher actually for a while. So I was kind of going to college for that. And I worked at a middle school after school program and a coffee shop. But yeah, I definitely just didn't get the physical, sort of part of it. I wasn't out of shape or anything, but it's just, it kind of wore on me mentally to not be able to get that out. And that was more of a darker time in my life because I just wasn't outside and getting to explore and just do what I naturally love to do as a person.
Yeah.
And once I kind of learned that, and once I realized that with my job as a landscaper now, it kind of helps me kind of play to what is better for me emotionally and physically.
I don't think enough people realize that.
Yeah.
That like, I mean, especially if you have a desk job or something where you're just sitting at a computer all day, like that wears on you in a weird way.
And I'm sure with like your sleep cycles too, looking at a screen all day. My brother does that. He's a kind of a technical support for this music company, but he's just sitting inside all day, just staring at his music screen or at his laptop, and he can't get to sleep at night ever. He's always had insomnia issues. And I always tell him, like, you got to just spend some time outside, watch the sun go down, and your brain will be like, okay, it's nighttime. I'm going to get sleepy now. But
it's not good for people for sure. I know.
It's weird. Yeah. We're in a weird time in our human history. Like we haven't had stuff like this for, staring at screens. That's the past, 20, 30 years.
Yeah. But to this extent where everybody's pretty much at home and everything you're doing, every way you interact with somebody is all over a screen.
Yeah, I know I'm guilty for that, definitely, for sure. But yeah, it's uncharted territory, and I'm kind of excited to see how everything plays out. Like once we start studying the pros and cons of our new lifestyle, it's
gonna be weird. Do you think we're gonna go back to how it was before, or you think this is it?
Yeah, there's no going back.
That's what freaks me out.
Once it's like a heroin addict. They taste the heroin. You can never. It's like you're addicted. We've tasted the heroin. Like there's no going back from that. We have, if we want to be entertained, it's at the palm of our hands. Unlike 50 years ago, where you would have to stare off into space and look at a bird flying. I wonder what kind of bird that is.